I'm doing good, thank you, man. How you feeling, bro?
I am doing better than yesterday, and I cannot complain. You know, that part almost right there sounds like the Ramsey show, but I'm gonna have to find my own little
But that's all right.
spin on it.
Because for those that don't know,
we ain't close to being a Ramsey show.
No,
we
but
about to be up there.
Yo, but for those that listen to Dave Ramsey, and if you haven't listened to Dave Ramsey about your finances,
yeah, he's the truth.
he is the man for that. I try not to. I try to like be like, yeah, okay. But when you start listening to people and they talk about their situations,
But see, the thing is, what he also tells you, and what everybody's supposed to be doing in the first place, anyways. He's not telling you step by step what to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling you the steps he took.
Mm-hmm.
Utilize what you can from it and do what you do with it. You know what I mean? But he do got some steps though. Some of those steps I do agree with. Like $1,000 on the side, then
you know what I'm saying? The whole you going out to eat every night.
Yeah.
The whole beans and rice theory, yo.
I love it.
In reality, for you to get to where you got to get, especially in this time frame that we in,
I love it all.
It makes sense.
I love it all.
So, with all reality and all realisticness, shout out to Dave Ramsey.
And that leads into today's topic is band-aiding the problem. I want to talk about how a lot of times we band-aid our issues and our problems versus just going full front with the issue. Now you can temporarily band-aid something, just like a little baby cut. You throw a band-aid on there. That band-aid probably only need to stay on there for 4 hours maybe. You get a paper cut. Paper cuts kind of start going away after like 4 or 5 hours. So the band-aid is just to protect it from the start to seal properly. And then you can take the band-aid off and it's like, oh, I don't even got the cut no more.
Now I have to take it to a point where sometimes that cut turn.
Now you got to keep the band-aid on for 2 days. Huh?
Yeah, so those are cuts.
I got to keep that on for 2 days.
Yeah, keep it on. And those are people that try to put band-aid cuts on situations, but then you have certain bullet wound situations where you have to stuff and you have to pack and you have to go through more of a
I like the salt of that one.
It turns into more of a protecting the wound from being exposed so much because you have to do a lot more intensive care to it. And for those that don't understand that situation, bullet wounds in certain situations that you go through, it turns into a band-aids can't cover it.
Yeah,
it turns into a pack in the situation. Keeping the wound at a certain level where the blood flow and all that kind of stuff that turns into more of a protective covering of the hole that you've created. So the hole that you created can either be a cut or it could be a bullet wound.
Talking to a Navy man right there, baby. You know what we talking about. It's for real. But seriously, so I had a situation going on, living situation, and it was supposed to have been a band-aid put on it. And there was a band-aid put on it, but the cut wasn't really that bad. Meaning my issue really wasn't that bad, right?
Right.
And somehow, some way, I left that band-aid on too long. And it actually created a bigger issue than expected because the wound did not heal because it did not have any oxygen. Didn't have any time to breathe. So I didn't give it time to breathe. I created a whole nother wound. Now, like you just said, that band-aid now going to a bullet hole because now I got to pack it and do other things because I did other things. So point being is, when do you stop masking everything? When do you stop and just go front head and center with the situation at hand? how long do you just cover up the problem? How long do you cover up the problem with advice? How long do you cover up the problem with tears? How long do you cover up the problem with excuses?
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Woo.
You know, we band-aid these problems versus facing them. And I'm a person that is a victim of that. I've done that.
I think we all are.
And listen, I speak on what I've experienced, and I speak on what
I know.
I know. So what I've seen, what I know, what I've experienced, it all go hand in hand. So it's not as if I'm not understanding what I'm talking about. I'm understanding it on my level of expertise. So we got to stop doing that. We as people, a lot of times, we really have to stop covering up the problem and just going and attacking. A lot of times, we also want somebody else to help or guide us or even fix the issue. Nobody else can fix your issue but you. Somebody can give you some guidance, which will be good to have. Guidance is always good to have. Guidance is always 100% good to have. But that's what they're there for, to guide. It's just like how we said with Dave Ramsey, he's there to guide. He's not there to literally tell you full front what to do. Because what he want to do with his money and stuff like that is totally different than what you want to do with your money.
But at the same time, you're still calling on to him to help you deal with your money.
Correct.
And to deal with the situation that you put yourself in.
And take those beginner steps, which I would agree on, which are, undoing the Band-Aid and attacking. Because that's what he does.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, screw all that. Take that Band-Aid off. What did you... Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Attack that.
You've been doing this for this long. This is how you have to get out that situation. This is how you have to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, physically to help you get out of that situation and what you can do to finalize the situation.
You're going to keep on taking blood pressure pills instead of just getting your blood pressure in order. You know what I'm saying? Like masking those blood pressure pills. Not those blood pressure pills are helping.
But
and
what
also
are you doing
masking your problem? Because as long as you got that pill, you gonna keep on eating and doing
what you do, and you're trying to cover it up. You're masking the situation of
here
how
you go with a big old smash burger or something in your mouth and your face, and somebody like, yo, you do know that got a lot of sodium. That's gonna raise your blood pressure up.
Don't worry, I got a pill.
I took my pill this morning.
Right.
I'm good. I took it this morning.
You're masking the situation.
It's crazy.
And that goes with everything that we do in life. That you either going to face it forward into what you need to do, or you're going to continue to mask the situation and make excuses of why you're masking the situation.
Seriously. So why we do it?
It's part of life because a lot of us don't want to face it head on.
Fear. You know what I'm saying? It's fear. Like he said, people don't want to face it head on. I don't know if afraid is the same as fear. I feel like that's a synonym. Is that
what it is? It's the cinnamon.
I feel like that's a synonym of
it's a cinnamon. It's a cinnamon.
It's a cinnamon. Yeah, it's a cinnamon. I think it's a synonym of fear. But some people are afraid of the outcome, which I think is almost the same thing as fear, I guess.
Yeah. And want to do it and try and do it their way and not realize that it's how you face it, go through it, don't give two shits what you gonna do with it,
and realize your way may not work until you do somebody else's way to see the things that have not worked your way to tweak those things.
Makes sense.
Like we just say, Ramsey. You watch Ramsey, you follow what he do. Once you get about that debt, now you can do something different than what he do, or in the same likes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be calling him and asking him if you didn't try it the way that you was doing it before.
Correct.
and it ain't work.
Correct.
So now that you're making that phone call, you're like this is what I need to do. So now he's giving you the steps to help you get out of the funk that you're in, because for a lot of us, we put ourselves in these funks ourselves. But when it comes to us actually having to ask someone to help us out of that funk, but not asking someone to get us out of that funk, but someone that actually has knowledge of, as my grandmother would say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you, right? You in the service. I know some things probably be private. I don't want to get too in depth.
Right.
But
Army Navy game this weekend. Just giving y'all a heads up.
When I like what you just did right there, my dog. Like that. So yeah, go check in. Hope my man team win.
I know, right.
But when y'all out there in the field and stuff, you know, like how the movies happen. You out in the field.
When things hit the fan and fans ain't shit.
You just chilling. You know what I mean?
Mind your business and things happen.
Mind your business. Boom. Something happened. Right.
Right.
How do y'all band-aid that and try and like, oh wait a minute, what? Or do you go into like attack mode?
There are people. I'm going from my experience.
You ain't gotta go too.
No, I'll keep it light. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that thrive off of, how do you say? There are some people that thrive off energy. We see it all the time, even if it's not in the military. There's some people that thrive off work. And I'll say a quick example, something like, you've been doing something for so long and you see how it goes and the situation happened and you know how to knock that situation out before it gets bigger.
Okay.
So you go boom, knock it out. Oh shoot, I didn't see that happening. I didn't see that. You already knew about that happening. You already set yourself in a position of knowing what could happen, so you were prepared for it to happen.
Mm.
And this goes with everyday life. Some people are prepared. There are some people that are prepared for war. They train for it, they stack up, they stock up, and when things happen, they're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You have some people that when wars and things happen, even if it's not war, it's bad situations happen. They see it happening and they're ready to go. Boom, they knock it right out.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people that when things hit the fan, it's, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
They shut down. And this goes with anything you do in life. There are people in life that when things happen, they go attack it straightforward. Military or not. They see it happen, they see it, they happen. That's like if you in a store and somebody robbing the store. Your intuition and your instincts kick in of protection.
Yeah. Well,
you weren't trained. Yeah. Well, for some. That's what I'm saying. For some, not everybody.
Yeah.
For some people, it's that instinct that you have. So your instinct of protection kicks in. Boom, it happens. There are some people that when things happen, it's, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And because they don't know what to do, they kind of like shut down. Not saying you're a bad person, you're just not like that. Real quick, not going to history and everything, always remember, the 3%ers.
No, fuck that. Go into some history.
And the 3%ers, now you have to understand, 3%ers of the people that were in the colonies decided to say, screw the king. 3% of a nation.
Okay.
Of the East Coast. 13 colonies.
All right.
3%. You had some people that were like this, screw this, I'm not with it, I'm going to run and see what happens. There was 3% that said, screw this, I am going to, whatever we have to do, we're going to protect what we have.
Yeah.
So those 3% are the ones that saved the nation. 3% of the population. So you had 3% that was like, I'm with it, and then you had other people that were on the sideline that was in the back like this. I'm just going to wait and see what happens.
So,
and whatever side wins, that's the side I'm going to go on.
So are you saying that, okay, so I know this is off a tangent, but just the way it sounds, 3% of the world saved the world, or the nation rather. 3% of the nation saved the nation. Now, here we are, fast forwarding all the way to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
We are all complaining that 3% control the nation, while the rest just sit here and just be like,
there's a 1% of people that rule the world. 1%.
so it's crazy.
So so that 1% that has that kind of backing compared to a 3% that decided to say, eat it, yeah.
But now I'm trying to sit there and think, is we wrong, or is those 3%ers wrong for having what they have, while the rest of us is trying to obtain what we have or maintain what we have?
It's more of a 3% that's decided to say that we are the ones that are going to do what we have to do to protect a certain way of life.
True.
In a positive way.
Do that fast forward to 2023 though.
I don't know.
Like the 3%ers, the world.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That try and protect the world.
Yeah, but
the
if
nation. Or I keep saying the world, but the nation.
But the nation. But guess what? If you a sucker, you a sucker. So if you a sucker and you not willing to do that, you willing to go beside, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna hide in the corner. And then like those at that time that sat on the hill and watched how everything decided to play at the end and decided to go with them because they won. You got to think about it. We went to D.C. and these people, when we went to D.C., they explained how these people work. If you didn't make the cut, and what I mean by make the cut, you have to remember, those 3%, if they got caught, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's that's it. Do you believe what you believe in so much that you're willing to go out there and sacrifice what you're believing because what you're fighting for? Do you believe that? 3% compared to what it was. Because when it went back to the king and everything, the king like this, and I'm saying this, and I'm gonna say it in a way that you can understand. When those British called the king, it was like this, yo. I don't know what's going on. We can't do this. The king was like, why not? He said these people are savages. Whatever they have going on and whatever they believe in, they believe that. And I'm saying it in the sense for people to understand. When you make that call to the king and you be like, why the king? Matter of fact, I'll give you a good movie to watch. I'm gonna throw it right here in front of you. Patriot.
We talked about that.
And we talked about it. Because that's real. Do you believe in your freedom that much? And if you do, is you ready to shoot the fair ones for it? So whatever you do, is you ready to bang out for that? Are you ready to bang out for that? So that goes with what we're saying is when you're moving in your everyday life and you are trying to prosper, you're trying to better yourself, are you willing to sacrifice what you're doing every day? It's not as bad as that, but sleep, time with family, significant other, all these things. These are things that you're going to sacrifice. Hobbies. Vices.
Vices is the biggest one for me. I'm sorry. I'm learning that one right now. Vices is a huge problem in communities.
Mm-hmm.
And
when things hit the fans,
can you quit that fucking vice and go balls to the walls and face your goddamn on issue and problem and fears?
Can you do it?
You know, and I only say this because I'm going through it, man.
And that's how we all are. But to an extent, you have to understand we all going through it. But are you willing to make that change, make that sacrifice?
Been through it, been there, done that.
Can you do it?
It don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of us don't understand it until it starts to happen, and it's right at your front door.
Yep.
Once it's at your front door, it's...
Don't cower, man.
So, what we're basically saying is that times and things are going to change and times are going to be hard. But when things start to come to your door, are you going to be ready? And are you going to be able to sacrifice for what you believe in? Because anybody coming to your crib and they knock on the door, if you ain't ready, you ain't ready.
Nah.
And even if you're not ready, then guess what? Are you prepared?
Yeah, seriously.
And even if you're not prepared, are you willing to sacrifice for what you're trying to protect. Because somebody coming to your crib and you got kids and the wife and the lady and the kids and it's sleeping, and you hear that boom, are you ready to go, or are you going to be in the room with your kids hiding, hopefully they don't see you? Yeah. I'll take that L and be like this, yo, when they came to the spot, guess what? Everybody laid out. Everybody. I'll take that L. Because it's either me or them, because you decided to make that change, or give me that social warrior stuff about they didn't have anything, that's why they're doing it. Because from where we from, it's either you get ready, stay ready, get ready, or you won't be ready.
I tell you, man, it's real out here.
And it's real. And that's not even coming from the areas that we came from. This is everyday life. Because you can just be doing what you trying to do. And there's always going to be someone or something that's going to knock you off your square off, knock you off your pivot. Yeah. Will you be ready? Is the question and the answer. And when the question happens, will you be able to answer when your name is called?
Like that one. So, yeah, man, just be prepared. Stop band-aiding and do what you got to do to clean that wound and continue the war.
Wrap it up. Keep it moving.
You know.
And the best thing is, if you got somebody that see you and they know that you're injured, they can drag you out.
Yep. And once you at that finish line, then you take care of
everybody else.
Everything else. You know. Then you take care of the wound, finalize it. You know what I mean?
Be Forrest.
For real.
I gotta save Bubba. Real talk. So that goes back to the last episode from a while back that we talked about the Forrest.
Yeah, that's too funny.
Yeah.
So, next topic. I know you wanted to swing in some Diddy conversation.
I don't know if I want to swing into it because
that's I don't know, some wicked stuff going on out there. It's a lot of people now starting to get caught up with the stuff that they was doing in these past lives, and all of a sudden now you know you change your name 30 times, but your action still remains the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not again proven innocent until, or proven guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty.
So apparently we never know what was going on with that situation or whatnot.
And you won't. And
it's pretty devastating, and
it's not that it's devastating, because this kind of topic has been going on not only in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry for so long.
But that's what makes it devastating, because you keep hearing about stuff like this.
You'll hear it all the time.
And then it just,
and then when
now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, and then you get these these stories that come out, but then you get the praises, you get people that's praising these people, that's been praising these people, been doing things for a long time.
I feel about this situation. You got schoolwork?
Nah, but that ain't.
Schoolwork popped up, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Because we are building a conglomerate.
And that's going to pay for itself in the near future.
That's okay.
As soon as I said my bad, I went off cue on that one. My bad, man.
You gotta take care of.
I said, shit. But again, I have to put a temporary Band-Aid on that right now, because we're in the middle of something. So
that's the temporary Band-Aid.
Get a Band-Aid
until we finish doing what we gotta do. So this is what we gonna do, so he can get what we gotta do.
And ain't got no rush.
Because situations other than a temporary Band-Aid, there are things that can be put a Band-Aid on, and there are certain things that there are certain holes that you can't cover up.
You gotta clean them right away.
You gotta clean them right away, and you're not even cleaning them right away. There are certain holes that ain't gonna be cleared up. If you get hit with a M250 round, it's gonna be a good grade 240.
Yeah,
a 240 round. You gonna get hit with one of those. It's gonna be a lot to clean up, and this actually kind of goes on what we were just talking about. You can only do certain things for so long before the fun that you allegedly start to come back to you.
Yeah.
We're having fun. We're having a good time. You having fun. You having a good time. I'm having fun. We having a good time. Maybe I'm feeling that the good time that I had wasn't natural. Maybe something that was brung into that to make me feel that I was having a good time.
Yeah.
So, and nowadays, in the times that we are starting to see, we're seeing a lot of people go through these situations where the good time that civilians were seeing with entertainers was a good time, but for the people that were involved,
It wasn't a good time.
it wasn't a good time.
Yeah.
You're playing a role.
You know, you got that going on. You got this
Excuse me.
Jada, Will Smith crap going on this year.
There's so many.
You right. You are right. This wrap up with Uncle Murder gonna be pretty.
I can't wait for Uncle Murder.
Yo,
I am going to.
it's gonna be
I'm
interesting.
tagging Uncle
It's gonna
Murder.
be
The clip I
interesting.
make, I'm sending it to him. Like we
Yeah.
can't wait to hear
Yeah,
it
that's gonna be interesting.
because
you got the Jada,
there's
you got
so
the-
much going on. There's so much now going on in the entertainment industry that we're not privy to. That is now starting to come to light. The light stuff that make you being a lot more interested into it.
Now, what's gonna be hurtful is finding out some LeBron shit 20 years from now. You're gonna be like, no, that man got a smear already. This late?
I'm
Dang.
not gonna talk about that one.
But
I'm not gonna say nothing about that
I
one
don't know nothing
because
about it.
I
I'm
don't.
just, I'm just saying, like,
I'll put it like this.
it's gonna be hurtful, man.
I don't even know.
No, don't be
I-
dropping no bombshells
I-
on this one. I need to get an autograph. Shit.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you about that one. I'll talk to I'll put it like this.
Shut it.
You know, guess what? I'll put it like this: chicken and fries.
I like fries and chicken breasts.
I'll put it like that.
I'll eat some chicken breasts. I'll try some chicken breasts and fries.
But that's neither here nor there.
That don't sound like a bad little mixture.
No, chicken and fries is a good mixture.
Now, what if you do some little home fries and then you
Yo, they got
some
a
little chicken
they
breast?
got a new spot. They got a new spot. We gonna go. Matter of fact, we'll go and we'll do a little review on it.
Yeah, I want to be a foodie.
So we're gonna do that. But other than that, that's what we're gonna hit y'all with
I
today.
want to be a foodie.
We're gonna hit y'all with that today. A lot of stuff going on. My man got school work to do. We're trying to keep it short and simple because we just want to give y'all enough information for y'all to digest. Short, simple, and sweet. Sweet
Give
and
you
sour
some
chicken.
meat. Now you got to do the potatoes.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah, man, we giving y'all the meat, man. Go do some homework and research, man. Finish finalizing that meal. Provide them potatoes. Come back. Know what I mean?
Side
you got
dishes.
the steak. You got the potatoes. We chop it up in the comments. Know what I mean? Till further. You know, next video, baby.
We appreciate it.
So, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.